welcome back for another amazing episode of the Third Shield Pokemon Go PvP podcast. Guys, today I have an amazing guest. You might know her by the name Cool Star. And cool she is. Welcome to the podcast, Claudia. I'm very excited to have you here.
Thank you very much for inviting me, and I'm very happy to take part of this podcast. And go ahead, ask me anything you want, and I'll answer.
Perfect. So I was very excited to have you on, by the way, because you are one of the new players that I know out there, and not only new, but you're already known, which is usually rare. Like when somebody comes into Pokemon Go, nobody knows about them. But you started like 4 or 5 months ago, I think, something like that, right?
Yeah.
And
in September.
When was it?
September.
So September. And first of all, you just reached level 40, if I'm correct.
Yes.
And you also battling every day on stream live, or at least weekdays, right?
Yeah, every day.
Every day. Oh my God. So first of all, how do you do that? And what made you jump into Pokemon Go of all games out there?
Well, I've been streaming for a long time, the other games. So last year I got into a community that plays Pokemon Go. And I remember that I first started to play in 2016 when it was first released. But I played for just like 2-3 months, I think, not even that much. And then last year I got my account back, and then I was playing just very rare when I was just remembering about community days or whatever it was. And this year I decided to stream the Magikarp community day. That was my first stream with Pokemon Go. And I really love the community. And that made me like stream everyday Pokemon Go. And that's how I got into PvP also. My viewers will tell me about Go Battle League, how fun it is. So I said I will give it a try. And I'm just addicted. So that's how I got into.
And that's how it all starts too, and it becomes addictive, and you want it every day.
Yeah, true.
And, it's funny you say all that, because your community, I should call it as well, because anytime I go into your stream, I see the people and they are like loving you in a good way, meaning like it's a real community and you listen to them, they listen to you, and you guys created this really awesome, I don't know what to call it, but like it's just really cool and feels really good. But anytime I go into your stream, and
They are very helpful. They help me very much with this Go Battle League, the PvP in general. And I like because every time I will have questions, they will answer me, they will help me out. And I think this makes like brings the community together and bring more people into it, because we are like, everybody's involved in this. So I love to see people interacting, sometimes I'm losing and I try to understand why. What should I do better? So they will say their opinion and help me out very much. So I'm very grateful and very happy with this Pokemon Go community.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm happy to hear that, because, for example, my audience would tell me to use Ditto. And, at least yours help you. But mine just want me to fail. No, I'm just kidding. They are lots of fun, but first of all, I just want to also point out that you started streaming not too long ago, and you already have a really good audience. And before we go any further, let's just get it out of the way. I just want to know, where could people find you, and what time do you usually stream?
I do usually stream 1-2 p.m. UK time. That means afternoon here. I used to stream until 8 p.m. So every day I'm doing this. So that's how people are. I'm using very much social media too, as everybody, where I do announcements if I'm going live. I don't go. So yeah, that's how I used to stream, like every day, or almost every day.
Okay, perfect. And I make sure that you're linked in everywhere so people can find you easily.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Of course. And then what I wanted to also ask you is that right now we are in Holiday Cup. And Holiday Cup just started, and I think we have like a few more days left, well, at least 5 or something like that. So the question that I have is, so far, out of all the seasons, how do you like Holiday Cup? If you would have to compare it to another cup, or you have to compare it to other league, do you enjoy it so far? Are you liking it? What's your opinion?
Well, for me, it's my first time playing this Holiday Cup, as I didn't play before. And I found it very interesting. And I also made a team with my viewers, and I do enjoy the cup very much. And I've been winning a lot with the team I have. I'm actually running Obstagoon, Marowak, and Skarmory. And it's like just every time 4-1, 5-0. So it's really good. I just enjoy it. I don't know. It's good cup so far. So I'm very happy I tried out.
Oh, that's awesome. And that's a solid team, by the way. That's a really good team to test out. And I think you are the only one that I know in the community who actually uses an iPad with the pencil.
Yeah.
Anybody else who does that? Because it just looks hilarious when you use it.
Yeah, well, that's during the summer when I was living in Italy. It was super hot, so I couldn't use my fingers. And I used to play with my pen. My viewers used to make fun and laugh at me. But I still managed to win a lot in PvP. Even it's not that accurate when you use, your finger. But yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, that when I first saw that, I thought that's hilarious, and actually, I thought to myself that I should probably try that too, because firstly, I thought that you have some benefit to it, because actually you do, because it's kind of like a bigger screen, so it looks better on the stream, I would say.
Yeah.
But and it's also visually, it looks actually pretty cool just while you are playing with a pencil. To me, it just made my day when I saw that. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, it's good. It's not bad. I think it's better to play with the finger, when you feel the screen and touching and everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm probably thinking too. But actually, since you mentioned that, and you mentioned hot, and you use the pencil because of that, one of the really good players, actually, his name is Behez, I believe, and he told me that he lost a few matches because of sweat, and because he was tapping and it wasn't registering, so he had a towel with him. And he was wiping his hand while he's playing Pokemon Go, and I was like, I would never thought of that, like, ever in my life, that I would have to do that.
There is people who are like very nervous and they're getting like sweaty hands, but it's just because of being anxious or nervous. But during the summer, it's like double of everything, So I have this type of problem also, but just during the summer. So, yeah.
No, that's a good solution. What would be your favorite league so far that you had all seasons, any seasons, if you could pick anything, what would be your number one pick?
I've been trying every league, as King Ivy said that all PvP players should try every league to get better, even we lose. Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. So I tried every league, and I think one of my fave is Premier Cup. The no CP limit, where I managed to get like rank 9, my first rank ever in PvP. That was like last season, I think. No, last season it was like easy to get rank 10. Before that season, I managed to get rank 9 in that league. And also I had a really good experience having King Ivy as a coach. It was, I think, one of the best experience on Twitch. It was amazing. So I've been improving a lot since then. And the as I said, Premier Cup, yeah, I would say.
Okay, perfect. So let's talk about that for a minute, actually. Good thing you brought that up, because King Ivy is amazing, first of all. And he's probably one of the only players that I know who could you throw a team at him and he's like, all right, I know my matchups, like out of his head just right away. So what I want to ask you about him and the experience is that, would you recommend people, not necessarily with King or anything, but would you recommend to people, with anybody, if they want to get better, to get basically a coach who coached them through, and like what you got out of it that you think helped you the most? I guess that would help people to understand it better.
Well, I think being coached by someone is very good, because sometimes when you play this PvP, you think in different way, and some other person can see another way. Maybe sometimes you lose and you think you did your best, but in the fact you didn't see other things that you should do better. So I think it's very good to have a coach to help you out, to understand where you did mistakes or what you should work on it. And I think it's very good. In my opinion, I think if I'll have a coach all the time, I think I'll be like learning 10 times faster.
Yeah, I'm happy to hear what you said. And then if it's not a coach, then what do you normally do to get better? I already know one that you also mentioned, which is from your audience themselves. But do you have like a routine to improve, like maybe making notes, watching videos, or anything like that?
I usually watch YouTube videos or the PvP players and streamers. That's it. And all I learn is just from stream, asking people, asking my viewers, what should I do better? And that's it, I think. You don't even need that much. You don't need to study every day. I think by watching a good PvP player on Twitch, it helps you a lot to learn and to understand matchups.
Yes, I agree with you, and I highly recommend to people too that they watch Twitch more. The reason why, because on Twitch you watch them live, so you're not seeing their highlights. You're actually seeing their ups and downs, and hopefully they actually explain why they lost. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. Or also you can ask in the chat why it's like that and not in the other way. So I think it's very good to watch Twitch streamers live streams.
So right now, because you mentioned Premier is one of your favorites in No Limit, but this season will be a little bit different. I don't know if you've seen it yet, but now it's like unlimited. So XL Candy unfortunately came into play. So have you tried it yet, or do you have any plans to try to max out Pokemon with XL Candy? Because that sounds like lots of hustle.
I haven't tried it because as I told you before, I'm very new to Pokemon Go, so I haven't got that much grind. I haven't got that much XP. I'm still stuck on 40, stuck on XP. So I still I need to grind so much. So I don't think I can, and I'm like, I can't try right now that league, honestly. It's a lot of grind. So I will have to wait until I will get more grind.
To give you actually an example, which totally reminded me, you mentioned that your audience love to help you and they support you and they always tell you, if you're doing something wrong, but you can learn and do. So yesterday on a live stream, I was going into the Premier Cup Masters, right? Master Premier, which all my opponents were using maxed out Pokemon, so they had like 300 to 400 additional CP on me because they were all XL maxed out, right? And I didn't even realize that. So my audience, until I was in the 4th battle, they finally told me that you should probably stop because everybody is basically just eating you up because you're solo. And I was like, you guys not telling me? And then they were actually the ones who told me to go into that and never actually mentioned that I am way behind.
Well, sometimes they want to be funny, they want to have fun in the chat. And I think this community Pokemon Go from Pokemon Go is very, I have no words. They are 10 out of 10.
Oh, 100%. I have to agree with you, and I just have to address it too, that it's just absolutely amazing. I have never been part of anything like this community. It's so amazing, and the people like you who are streaming constantly and coming into it is making it just as much amazing. So this is like one of the best things ever.
Yeah, and they are very supportive. Even streamers between the other streamers, very supportive, which before I didn't get this. So, but I was still streaming. I didn't give up because I like to work hard for everything, so I'm happy I got into this community.
We are happy that you're here too.
Yeah.
What is because since you talked about hustle, for example, do you have a daily routine? Obviously, I know you stream daily, but do you have let's say a daily catch routine, a daily battle routine, or anything like that? Is it all the same every day, or how do you basically arrange your day to able to get better, I guess, daily and get that XP, get that Stardust, and hopefully wins as well?
Well, I've been every day, daily catching Pokemon, going out for 30-40 minutes. If I don't go out, I still do this from home because I really have a really good amount of spawns at home, so I can play from home. And I usually start my stream, do my PvP battles, do raids to help me with the XP and candies, and that's it, not that much. And do the community days. So
perfect. It's so many people mainly just getting their Stardust, especially now. You get double Stardust in Go Battle.
Yeah.
from the Go Battle League. You can literally get 1 million Stardust just this week alone from Go Battle League, which is crazy.
And also, if you try to get the excellent throws, which is like 2K, and in spotlight hours, for example, today I managed to get like 200K around, because it was the snowboard, so it was very easy to get the excellent throw, and I put in a lucky egg on. So it's like I do a raid practically with the lucky egg on, like getting 4K each catch. So I think it's really good now farm. Who wants to farm XP and dust and...
That's awesome. Well, I'm horrible at excellent throws, so that's not for me. but that's a good point to grind that XP as well. Good point. What would be if you would have to pick one team out of all the teams that you have used, and you can start out with Pokemon too. What would be your favorite Pokemon or team that you love using? Not necessarily that they are good and you always winning with it, but like you actually enjoy playing with it in any leagues.
Well, everybody knows that I love Swampert. I think it's one of the best PvP Pokemon. I love playing with that Pokemon, and I'm playing in every league almost. Great League, Master League, Ultra League. Yeah, I think I enjoy the most to play with. Yeah, Swampert.
Yeah, I used to hate Swampert the most because I just didn't have one, and everybody had it. And then I started Go Battle League. But now that I have one, I also like Swampert a lot. It's a really good pick.
Yeah, it's very good. I love it. I have shiny and not shiny, so I'm very lucky, I think. I'm happy to have.
Yeah, don't show off against me because I don't have it, so.
Okay.
That is okay.
I feel bad now I mentioned this. I know how was it. I was very lucky that I was like I got some trades actually, because I didn't get any shiny by myself. So I got some trades after I started the PvP from some group from Italy. So I did some trades and I got some good PvP Pokemon like Metagross, Swampert. So I think I was very lucky because they was like seeing me struggling with the only one I had. I remember I was starting PvP with Tensir. It was insane, and I was like managed to get to rank 4, and I didn't know anything about the Pokemon in general, PvP. I don't know how I won, but yeah, that was my first start in PvP.
That's awesome. I love hearing these stories because if people just listening right now who basically starting out as well, they love hearing these because they also, so many people, including myself, by the way, when I first started, I thought PvP is basically tap, 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 right? So I didn't really think about that it's almost like chess, and then they have different moves, and then you can save the energy and all those things. So it's super overwhelming if you just jump into it. So what I wanted to ask you is that, like, what would you recommend to somebody who, let's say, start out just like you did many months back? If you can think back right now, how you started and what you did, what would you tell yourself? I guess that would be an easiest way to put it.
Well, I think if I would start it again from the beginning and knowing nothing about PvP, first of all, I will do research because there is a low budget Pokemon that you can work on it and make a team. Yeah. And it's very easy to get it because there is like a beginners, how do you call that when you...
Like starters?
Starters, yeah. So that's very cheap to work on it and to evolve like 10K, second move, and some other starters. So I think first I'll do research and try to ask around what should be better, like a budget team. And second, as I said, watch live streams to learn matchups and to make you better and learn. So I think that'll be good. That's how I will do if I'll start again.
If you can only pick one person, who would that be that you have learned the most from? You think streamer or YouTube, whichever you prefer to name. It can be me, even if it's me, but I know it's not. but it can be me, obviously. But it's anybody that it's out there.
Well, it's very hard to call just one name because I've been watching a lot of streamers lately. So I prefer not to mention any, but I know that very good is King Ivy. I used to watch FP6 a lot, and he's also very good, and some other streamers.
Yeah,
So
that was a good way to put it because there are so many streamers and so many play
yeah,
styles, and
true.
those teams might work for them, but might not work for you, and for you to or for me to say that, oh, I think FP6 is better than King Ivy or vice versa because of X, Y, and Z. It just doesn't work out. It just depends really on you. So I'm
Yeah,
glad you
very
answered it like that.
Yeah, and also it's very important once you created your team, you have to stay a little bit with that team to learn about your team and to get used to it because that's how you improve and learn more. You know, once you keep the same team, you learn the team and you learn the matchups with that team. So you get to know your team and your matchups. So I think this is very good also.
Yeah, that was the perfect way to put it because so many people trying out so many different teams, but the main problem with that is what you just said, they're not knowing the matchups. So
Yeah.
knowing the matchup is huge advantage. Um, what I wanted to ask you too, and I hope you're excited about this, but it might be in a year, it might be 2 years, it might be even 5 years. We never know. Well, we'll find out soon. But what do you think about Pokemon Go and esports? Would you be interested in it if that happens? Would you pursue it? Or how would you change your mindset towards the game if it actually goes esports?
Well, I think this will be very interesting move for Pokemon Go, and we'll get a lot of more people into it because once you get into esport, you become more competitive. So you want to achieve more, you want to play more, you want to be the best. So I think it's very good idea, and it's gonna be like good for future. And I'll definitely be involved in this because I'm being very competitive and I've been participating to a lot of tournaments in my future. My last streams also, because before I was streaming something else. So I think, yeah, it's good in my opinion. And I'll be definitely into this.
Oh, that's. I'm happy to hear that because I guarantee you that, and you can write this down somewhere or quote me in like when it actually happens. But I really think once it goes esports, I guarantee you that your viewership and everything will like triple. So
Yeah.
like overnight, literally, because esports. It's first of all, if you and everybody who's listening right now think about this, right now Pokemon advertises with the saying that you gotta go catch them all. So they are not saying anything about Go Battle League. It's very minimal, and they're not saying anything about the competition and neither about esports. But they have the budget, so once they change that mindset and they just go out there and say it's Go Battle League and it's esports, people are just gonna fly into it. But obviously,
Yeah.
you know that they have to fix the issues, which is gonna take a little bit. But either way, I think it's gonna be awesome, and you are at the right place at the right time.
Yeah. Hopefully. I cannot wait for it. I'm very excited.
Yeah, me too. I really think it's gonna happen soon, and I cannot wait. I'm very excited as well. Now, if you can think about this if you need to. The question is, if you could add or take away or change anything that you could in the game in Pokemon Go, not necessarily Go Battle League. It could be a rating. It could be whatever you like. It could be even how you connect with people. But just one thing that you would like to add in, take out, or change in Pokemon Go. What would that be?
If I think, well, I'm mainly thinking about PvP because I'm just too into it. I'm very addictive, I think, and I hate the GBL lags. So I think this will be one thing that if I could change, I will do because a lot of people are complaining, and I feel them. I know how is it when you're about to win and you're lagged out and the opponent is farming you down because of the lags. It's not fair and it's very like painful because most of us we are very competitive, so we don't like losing. But I think this will be one thing that I will change. And also I think I don't know if I'm in the right place to say this, but I think it should be like more events, like not to pay that much money for tickets, for everything, to give more like a chance and opportunity to players who doesn't have a lot of money to spend into this game, you know. So I think would be very nice. I don't know.
No, I totally agree with you because so two things. Those are two main things that almost everybody wishes for, by the way, and that just goes to show you that how the community just wants this game to be better, and because that's literally what we want. We just want the game to be smoothness. And I hope Pokemon is, or Niantic is actually listening, because almost every single podcast says that we just want it fixed to start, and then we can talk about the rest, which is of course always comes down to money. But I feel like that what you said, it makes perfect sense, because I think Pokemon also got picked up so quick, not only because it was such a big hit back in the day and it's getting a big hit again, but it's one of those games that you touch a point on, which is one of those games that is cheap. It's easy to get in, you don't have to pay, but now they are adding in these crazy events weekly and monthly when you actually have to pay to play. It's not like you miss out that much, because that Mr. Rhyme was useless, for example. But but still, the numbers are going up for tickets, which is kind of interesting.
True.
Yeah.
And also raids, because it's just like sometimes it's very hard to grind the raids, like to buy that many raid passes. I mean, lately it was nice from Niantic to give us like every Monday one free pass, but I think like it should give a little bit more, like to give that hint, to make you play more, and to make other players to play, because there is people who can't do raids. They don't have money. They just probably take gyms and get the 50 coins daily, and sometimes like just, I don't know, it's hard. That's hard sometimes to like a game and to not be able to play because you have to invest money in. I mean, it's normal to invest money, but not that much.
No, I agree. If it was possible that you could actually continue grinding, so you're not limited to only one raid pass that you can grind out, or if you could get a reward as a raid pass from even Go Battle League as one of the rewards, like maybe the 5th one or whatever it is, that would get people to play more as well. So I totally agree with you, and I'm hoping that they're gonna change this. I'm pretty sure they have all the statistics, so eventually they will wake up, because the community is very open about it. So that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Now, as far as so right now we're in Holiday Cup, and you already mentioned what's your team. Is there any other team that you think you might want to test out that you saw and it looked interesting to you? Or if you don't, what is the worst nightmare that you are facing right now as a team that it's hard to handle for you, or it's just pissing you off?
Well, to be honest, I'm very fine with my team. I'm always open to try new teams, but since this team is working, the one I'm using right now in Holiday Cup, I'm not that into it, like to try any other teams. But if my viewers or some other streamers or whatever recommend me something, I will try to see how it works. And what I'm facing now, I think, I don't know, just I feel good how I play. I don't know, I feel very confident with my team.
I'm happy to hear that. Now, that leads me to the next question. What do you think, I mean, not what do you think, but what you are you more PvP or more collector? And if you're a collector or not, do you have any weird collections, like, for example, all Pikachus or all Swampers or anything like that? Do you have any obsession in the game?
Not really. To be honest, I love every Pokemon. For me, every Pokemon is cute. And I think I'm more into PvP. But in the same time, I love collecting shinies too. My viewers found this very weird. I enjoy more shinies than hundos. And I used to get a lot of hundos, legendary hundos, which my viewers said that is very rare. And there is people who plays for like years and they don't have as much as I have right now. But I do enjoy more shinies. And PvP and shiny collector, I would say.
Oh man, that's awesome, and that sounds really good actually, because I know exactly what you're talking about the hundos and the shinies, and that's cool. And to new players, by the way, shinies are brand new and it's rare, so I love actual shinies as well. And what is one shiny that you don't have yet but you really want to have one day?
There is so many, but lately I'm thinking now, because I'm also into PvP, so I'm trying to get shinies that I can use in PvP. So I think I've seen lately a lot of Swablu outside. I don't have a Swablu shiny, and I'm really looking forward, and I'm grinding, and hopefully I'm going to get one day Swablu. And what else? There is so many, but this is the one I'm looking forward right now, I'll say.
Yeah, I got lucky to got one, but it's the IVs are like 2, 4, and like 1, so it's absolutely useless.
Yeah, and also I forgot to mention Skarmory, which I'm using a lot in PvP. I don't have yet a shiny, and there is many more, but this two I would like to get.
You're gonna get it soon. I know it.
Hopefully, yeah, I know I will.
So where are you originally from, and where do you live right now? Because you just moved, right?
Yeah, I just moved. I'm from Romania, and I'm living right now in UK.
What place did you prefer the most, and did you change your game style or the community or anything like that at all because you moved to these 2 places?
Well, I don't have a favorite place yet, but my viewers didn't get affected by moving because it was just like 1 hour. I think, yeah, it's 1 hour from Italy to UK. It's like one hour behind. So it just didn't affect anything. I'm just streaming the same times, and didn't affect my stream.
Perfect. And then as far as your spawns or anything like that, because now you have in 2 different places completely, and even grinding areas too. Did you scout the places yet, or you don't do that just yet?
Well, to be honest, in Italy, I had 4 stops, pocket stops around my house, which I could grind every day, just sitting in my bed or whatever. And here, I don't have pocket stops, but I have really good spawns, Pokemon spawns. So, I don't know, I like both places, to be honest. Well, I miss those pocket stops because it didn't make me out that much, When I used to grind, I was just like staying at home grinding Pokeballs and then go out for a huge grind to catch Pokemons. Yeah, I liked it both. I like both places.
So when you were moving, you didn't pull up your phone and made sure that you told the person that I'm not moving in here because there's no Pokestops?
No. No. I just enjoy the spawns, and I usually get like, maybe not daily, but maybe every second, third day I'm getting a shiny. Just sitting at home.
Oh man, I think that place is rigged.
Yeah, it is very good.
Before we wrap this up, so what I wanted to ask you also as well, that is, what would be like one thing that you would tell somebody who just starting out, or anybody that you want to give an advice, even if it's just a community or other streamers, but what would be like your one-liner, or it could be longer, but what would you tell somebody to wrap up the podcast? And if this would be the only one thing they could walk away with, what would that be? I know it might be a rough question, but let me know.
Well, I think if there is here someone like working on something and it's not working, to never give up, because hard work, it takes you to a lot of like good achievements in life. So never give up. If you have any dreams and it's not working sometimes, just don't give up.
Perfect.
Yeah.
But firstly, or lastly, let's just also please name the places where people can find you. And even though I'm linking it in, but in case they are driving and listening, where could people actually get in touch with you or watch you stream?
Well, most of people knows that I'm streaming every day, so you can come stop by my stream every day. You can find me on social media, Twitter, Instagram. I'm very active in Discord also, where we have organized raids, PvP, all about PvP, friends codes and everything. So yeah, this type of platforms. I'm always available. I'm always there online, active. So everybody's welcome.
And you also just started posting YouTube videos too as well, right?
Oh yeah, true. I did. And it's like a rough work because my PC is not very good. And I also I just started to learn to make this type of videos. And yeah, I do YouTube videos also.
Perfect. And all the links, guys, are going to be below. So make sure to check it out and check Coolstar out. First of all, thank you so much for being here today. I think this was amazing, and I hope that people walk away with lots of information and fun from you today.
Yeah, thank you very much. It was my pleasure.